Hello, everyone. I suppose we are doing another live stream today. Not audible. Is it audible now? Hello. Hello. Is it audible now? Hello, Pranka. I suppose now, yeah, nice, good. So, welcome to another live stream. Uh, Today is 30th August, second last day of our August month, right? August, in other words, is auspicious. The meaning of the word August is auspicious. So the auspicious month has ended. Many people have made a lot of profit. Many people might have suffered losses, but yet here we are. We are surviving, and we are still learning, right? Everyone is learning today. Yes, welcome everyone. We are learning, and it is really important to understand the meaning of learning and why learning comes before earning. Understood? So, learning comes before earning, right? And those who give equal importance to learning will surely earn, right? In the market, especially those who give the time and those who give the amount of efforts to learn what the market is all about, how it is functioning, and how you can enter and you can exit at the right time at the right place, right? So that is what gives you the edge, and that is what gives what we are doing here. What we are discussing here is about that particular learning only. So, thank you very much for joining, everyone. Let's begin our session today. So, let me just share my screen. Okay, so here we are. Yeah, in the previous live stream, I suppose we did a lot of Japanese candlestick patterns, right? We did a lot of Japanese candlestick pattern, and we were very much fortunate that we covered almost all single and double candlestick patterns as such. Okay, there might be some others left, like triple candlestick and multi candlestick patterns might be left, but no worries. Those are a bit advanced. Yes, hello. So those are a bit of advanced, as well as we don't require as such for now, and we will obviously get into it very soon, right? We will be having another Japanese candlestick pattern live stream in the future. Before that, I'm planning to give you a very good and very essential theory this market works on. A very important theory. It's called the gap theory. Okay. Now, gaps are as such being, you know, mysteriorized. Okay. Everyone is, very much unclear about gaps and how to trade in gaps. That is also one of the problems that most of the traders face. Sometimes the indicators also cannot make you understand the situation. Even after there is a gap is being formed, the market can go up or down, and if there is anything that is going to happen in the market, it becomes very unpredictable. But there is a way to actually trade during gaps. So that is what I'm thinking. We will continue with American chart patterns today, and later on, when we are getting the time, and in the next to next session, probably we will be covering. I suppose my voice is audible. There's some camera issues. I just continue with this thing. So, gap theory is one of the most essential theories. Although gaps are very uncommon in forex market, but still gaps are there, right? Gaps are there, obviously. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so gaps are there, and how to trade in gaps, that is a bit of a challenge, right? So because gaps are formed and then indicators completely become very highly volatile, and indicators might tell you to buy, but there might be consolidation upside, and then you might your trade might suffer losses. So a lot of things is happening in that particular direction. For today's analysis, which is one of the most important pattern, uh, I would say a long-term pattern. If you want to trade, if you are a long-term trader, if you are an investor, if you are a positional trader, uh, I don't want to say that if you're a scalper, you don't have to watch this, but it is for everyone, right? Because even if you are a scalper, and even if you are a short-term, very short-term trader, intraday trader, still you require some of an idea of American chart pattern and how it works, right? So you know in which stage you are, in which stage you are while a particular chart pattern is being formed. Okay, that way it can help you in the intraday trading also, in scalping also, and positional traders to love this particular pattern. Okay, so previously we learned about the Japanese candlestick patterns, and here I am. My name is Mohammed Abu Tarab, and today we will be covering all of these things. So I suppose we'll start with the live market discussion, and then we will get on with the American chart patterns and their relevance. Okay, how American chart patterns help us in trading? Why do we need to know about these patterns? And how to trade? Very important, which you might be waiting for very eagerly. So, how to trade while a chart pattern is being recognized? I recognize that this is a bullish pennant, or this is a bullish flag, or this is head and shoulders, whatever it is, right? So, how to trade and how to keep my stop loss, how to keep my target, right? So that is one of the most important things that you might be eagerly waiting for. So I will be giving you that also in that particular in every pattern that we are going to see. For today's session, I have planned head and shoulders and inverted head and shoulders, right? So both of these are reversal patterns. Okay, reversal. I will tell you what is reversal. Double tops, double bottoms, flag. Now flag are of two types: bullish flag and bearish flag for obvious reasons, and pennant. Okay, so head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, double tops, double bottoms. Okay, these two are reversal patterns, which means if a head and shoulder occurs in a uptrend, then it means that that uptrend will be converted into a downtrend. Understood? Similar for double tops also. If an inverted head and shoulders occurs in a downtrend, then it will convert that downtrend into an uptrend, right? And the price will go up, right? How much it will go up, that also we will discuss. Double tops, double bottoms, very famous. Almost everyone who is present here might have heard about it, isn't it? Okay. So before we begin, I just want to take one small, you know, small quiz, so as to understand how much you are retaining. So I will just ask you one question which is not related to today's agenda. So I want you to answer accordingly. So I want you to tell which particular Japanese candlestick pattern is having a very large real body with no wicks. Okay. What is that particular candlestick called? It is not about retention, it is about how well you have understood something, right? So you just put in your comments here. The first question I will just post it down. Which CC means candlestick, okay? CS means candlestick. So I will be posting one question. This is this. Okay. And another question that is very important is, okay, Marubozu. Okay, nice. We have got an answer. It's a Marubozu, and which is an indecision candle. I'm giving you two options here, three options, sorry, which is an indecision candle in which you cannot take a decision. So the first option is a hammer. The second option is, okay, Marubozu. Yes, we have got the answer. So I'll post the options as well. The first one is a hammer. B is shooting star, and C is harami, and D is spinning top. Okay. So, what kind of option A, B, C, D? What do you think is the correct answer? Which of the following is an indecision candle? Okay, we have got an answer. Hammer. Okay. I suppose you went there, sir, in the previous live stream, isn't it? Okay, I'm waiting for the correct answer. Quickly, everyone, use your fingers. Fastest finger first is going on. Okay, doji is not there in the option, na? So which is the answer? Okay, spinning top. Exactly. Not harami. Harami is a very good reversal pattern, na? We get a good confirmation. We get a good confirmation and we can trade harami as well. But the correct answer is spinning top. Okay, spinning top resembles somewhat doji, which has some amount of real body. So we don't consider it as a doji, but we consider as spinning top. We have completed the quiz. Congratulations, everyone, those who participated in this. You get a very good reward of knowing things, right? Of learning things and curiosity. You get 5 points for curiosity. And now we are going to continue with today's agenda, which is obviously the American chart patterns and their relevance. Okay, very important. Okay, my camera is started. Okay, nice. So, for today's American chart patterns, we need to realize one thing, that chart patterns not only help you with understanding the price action, but it is also making you understand the buying and selling pressures, the demand and the supply. Okay, and how demand and supply is interacting with each other, and all of this is happening on a live chart. Okay, so live chart you are seeing, and you are understanding that now buying may come, or now this particular action may happen, or there might be a bullish trend after this particular trend, or this particular pattern is being formed. How it is telling you is that there is an underlying price action movement. There is an underlying supply and demand, mechanism that is helping you to understand where the price action will go next. Okay, so the first thing that you, for those who are, I'm just repeating it in Hindi. So it doesn't even help you, the चार्ट पैटर्न्स आपको सिर्फ इस ये समझने में हेल्प नहीं करते कि आपको इसके बाद क्या ट्रेड करना है, आपको ये भी समझने में हेल्प करते हैं कि एग्जैक्टली क्या चल रहा है मार्केट में, वेयर इज द सेलिंग प्रेशर, वेयर इज द बाइंग प्रेशर। बहुत अच्छा एक सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस का लेवल्स भी बताते हैं ये चार्ट पैटर्न्स अगर समझ में आए तो, राइट। इवन जैपनीज कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न्स भी अगर समझ में आ गए तो आपको मैंने पहले ही समझाया था पिछले लाइव स्ट्रीम्स में कि जब लाइव मार्केट पे एक पर्टिकुलर पैटर्न फॉर्म होता है तो उस पैटर्न के बाद में उस एक कैंडलस्टिक में या दो कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न में मार्केट का सेंटीमेंट क्या होता है। यस, मार्केट का सेंटीमेंट क्या होता है और मार्केट में किस तरीके के लोग बाइंग और सेलिंग में उतरे हैं, या सेलर ज़्यादा उतरे हैं या बायर्स ज़्यादा उतरे हैं। तो उस तरीके से फिर वो मास साइकोलॉजी के साथ में और एक अंडरलाइंग डिमांड और सप्लाई मैकेनिज्म को साथ में लेके वो आपको एक विजुअल चार्ट पे दिखाता है, राइट। एक विजुअल दिखाता है, वो ये तो नहीं दिखा सकता कि यस 3,000 people have bought, 5,000 people have sold, right, so the price will go down. No, but it tells you, right, underlying mass psychology is basically hidden in that particular candlestick pattern. And similar is the case with the chart patterns, which we are going to cover today, that is American chart pattern. Now, very, very important point that chart patterns of American are having is that they are purely related to price action, right? And they are based on underlying buying and selling pressure. Just like Japanese candlestick patterns have some mass psychology attributed to it, right? जैसे mass psychology रहती है Japanese candlestick patterns में, उसी तरीके से अमेरिकन चार्ट पैटर्न्स भी एक बाइंग और सेलिंग प्रेशर के मैकेनिज्म को विजुअली दिखाते हैं, राइट। सो ये चीज़ होती है। और एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात जो है, एक बेनिफिट जो है मेरे अमेरिकन चार्ट पैटर्न में, आपको याद होगा अगर मैंने पिछली बार बताया था आपको, दैट दी द प्रीवियसली आई हैव टोल्ड यू इन द लाइव स्ट्रीम्स that Japanese candlestick patterns do not tell you how much the price is going to go up, right? They tell you that there is a reversal going to come, or there is a continuation that is going to happen, but they never tell you how much continuation, where to keep our target prices, where to keep our stop losses. But अमेरिकन चार्ट पैटर्न्स में हमको प्राइस टारगेट मिलता है, ओके, हमको स्टॉप लॉस भी मिलता है अगर ध्यान से हमने उसको एनालाइज किया तो, right? So we get both the things. We get this particular action, that there is a reversal or not, that particular question that we have to buy or sell. But also with that, we are also getting the price target. We are also getting the stop loss. So that is the advantage of American chart pattern. Understanding them, it might be a longer term game. Okay, Japanese candlestick patterns usually take 2-3 candles to occur, right, to happen. And for you to recognize a Japanese candlestick pattern, you will mostly be recognizing that after 3 or 4 candles only, max to max 3 or 4 candles. मतलब अभी हैमर फॉर्म हुआ तो आप दूसरे या तीसरे कैंडल में समझ जाओगे कि ये हैमर बन चुका है, राइट? ऑल्दो हैमर डजंट रिक्वायर एनी कंफर्मेशन, बट स्टिल इफ यू विल सी, तो सेकंड कैंडल में तो आपको पूरा यकीन हो जाएगा कि हाँ ये हैमर है एंड आई कैन टेक अ ट्रेड, ओके। बट अमेरिकन चार्ट पैटर्न का एक छोटा सा ड्रॉबैक ये है कि यू हैव टू वेट फॉर द चार्ट पैटर्न टू एक्चुअली कंसोलिडेट एंड हैपन. So it takes multiple candlesticks. That is the advantage and the drawback of American chart patterns. Okay, these two things are there, which everyone should know prior to learning this. Okay, the next thing is we are going to understand what types of American chart patterns are there, and how many types of chart patterns are there, and how we can remember these chart patterns. Okay, and how we can trade in them. This is the thing. So, okay, nice. So we'll just start up with bullish continuation. Okay, bullish continuation, as we all know, is that if an uptrend is going on, there will be something, and then might be a flag, might be a pennant, because pennant and flag are continuation patterns. Okay, so if there is an uptrend, after that pattern is formed, American chart pattern is formed. After that, that uptrend will resume. It will not go down. It will not reverse. That is why it is a bullish continuation. Same stands for bearish continuation. If the downtrend is happening, अगर downtrend है मार्केट में और वो पर्टिकुलर चार्ट पैटर्न फॉर्म हो रहा है जो आपने देखा अभी, जो आप सीखेंगे थोड़ा टाइम में, और वो अगर फॉर्म हो रहा है, सो यू नो कि yes, this is a flag or this is a pennant, and then a downtrend might start, right? So this is the thing. और जिसका सबको यकीन और जिसका सबको मतलब इंतजार रहता है रिवर्सल का, उसके भी दो टाइप्स हैं, एक बुलिश रिवर्सल एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज बेरिश रिवर्सल. So bullish reversal means nothing but if a downtrend is happening and that particular chart pattern is formed, say for example an inverted head and shoulder, okay. So once that is formed and that is consolidated, you know where to take a trade, right? Once it breaks out. So I will tell you where it breaks out and how to do that. So bullish reversal is there. Similar stands for bearish reversal. If there is something called head and shoulder pattern, then there might be an uptrend, and then head and shoulder happens, and then downtrend happens. After that, head and shoulder is consolidated, is formed, right? So these are the four types. We will start off. We will start with a very big bang, and one of the most important and one of the most beloved American chart pattern, which is also a reversal pattern. Just give me a moment. So yes, one of the most outstanding pattern is an head and shoulder pattern. So head and shoulder pattern are very logical, price action based, and bullish reversal pattern. Okay, that means there is an uptrend going on here. You can see my mouse cursor. So there is an uptrend going on. Okay, proper uptrend. There is a trend line also. This one is the trend line. Okay, this dotted line and this upper line is the channel. Okay, we have all understood this. If you don't, if you are basically new today, if you have just joined now, or previous 2-3 videos you have seen, so you go back to our first second videos. I have explained all this, the channel, the trend line, and all that. So this one is the trend line of the uptrend. Okay, this dotted line which is below this another dotted line. The line graph, the line is basically our price action. Okay, so this is the line. There was an uptrend. Okay, so first thing what happened is there was a breakdown. What do we call this? We call this a breakdown. Breakdown from the trend line. It went all the way down here. Okay, it went all the way down here. And what happened next was it took a support on this level. Okay, it took a support on the previous level where it took support here. It took a support there, and then it tried to push up again. It tried to move back into the uptrending channel. Okay, and then what happened? Heavy selling came on, and this trend line, as I've already told you in many videos before, that this trend line was support during the uptrend. Now it becomes a resistance after the uptrend is over, has basically ended. This uptrend has ended because of this breakdown, right? Now what is happening? Now what is happening is this uptrend has been converted into a downtrend, and now this right shoulder is formed. Where to take a trade, sir? Don't take a trade here, although you know that the price is going to go down. Wait for some time. Now this support level is usually called the neckline. Okay, this is a man, right? This is the head of that man, and these are the shoulders. He goes to the gym every day, so he's got very big round shoulders. And he has got very strong delts also. So this is what is happening, right? So right shoulder is formed. After that, there is a huge selling pressure, right? After touching this trend line, there is a huge selling pressure, and then it brings the price action down. When this price breaks the neckline, okay, this is called the neckline. The first time it took a support, the next time it took a support, third time it won't take a support because there is a heavy selling pressure from this particular point. Okay, there is heavy selling pressure, and when it breaks this particular neckline, you take a trade of short. Okay, to short this particular whatever asset where you recognize this pattern to be forming. Okay, and then you might see a pullback. Chota mota pullback will be there, but after all, it is a reversal pattern. You have to wait, and you have to be very confident. You have to have belief, and you have to see it for yourself. It will go down. Okay, it might come back up, take resistance again on the neckline, and then it might just move down. This is the whole process of head and shoulder, and I would say every single criteria is very important. That means the first trend line must be intact. This trend line must be uptrend properly. Okay, the second one, the channel must or must not be there. No worries, because head and shoulder mostly does not occur on a flat neckline. Okay, there can be an inclining neckline or declining neckline. That also is the case. I will show you the example. Okay, so let me show you the example which we have seen. I'll just share my video, share my screen. uh, okay, everybody can see my screen, I suppose. Just give a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay, can you see the screen? I suppose yes. So let's begin. Yes, this is I have made somewhere. This is double bottom. Head and shoulder was somewhere here only, I suppose. Uh, okay, I don't see any head and shoulder here. Let's see GBPSD. Where have we got head and shoulder? Okay, I had drawn previously. I had seen that particular head and shoulder for you guys to see, but I forgot which asset class it was, which asset it was. No worries. We can continue. Actually, head and shoulder is a very, very big pattern. So it takes time to form and it is usually very rare. But it does give you very big fruits if you identify it at the right time and you identify this neckline at the right time. It gives you multiple fruits. Okay. So where to place the target? You have told about the target and the stop loss, sir. How to do that? So the distance between the head and the neckline, that will be your price target starting from this neckline down, right? If you can understand, this is the head and this is the neckline. So the number of pips from the head to the neckline or number of dollars, if we are talking about crypto. So a number of whatever number of this is there, difference is there, that number of difference can be your price target here. So let's say if there is a 120 pips difference between the head and the neckline. Okay, so you can keep your short position here, keep the target to be 120 pips, and keep your stop loss just above this neckline, just above, which means a protective stop, or you can go for a little bit space, okay, above, so that that is not very restrictive stop loss. Sometimes what happens, it goes back into the neckline and then it comes down. So you have to count in that contingency as well. क्या ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि थोड़ा सा नेकलाइन ब्रेक हो जाए तो आपका प्रोटेक्टिव स्टॉप इतना इतना प्रोटेक्टिव ना हो कि आपका ट्रेड ही वाइप आउट हो जाए, है ना? आपको क्या करना है कि थोड़ा सा स्पेस देना है स्टॉप लॉस को. You can keep it in this particular range, okay, and then like 30-40 pips above the next line. If the 120 pips is the target, then 40 pips is one third. So risk to reward ratio is very good. That way you can understand. I've written gold, but I didn't find it. I, it would be somewhere else. I'll show it to you in the next live stream. Don't worry about it. The next one is inverted head and shoulder, exact opposite. The downtrend was happening here. Okay, this is wrong. It must be inside the channel. Okay, because downtrending channel, we what we usually do is we join the highs, right? What happens in highs and lows? Can somebody tell how to make a downtrending channel or downtrend? Wait a second, give me a moment. So another question for you guys, you have been attending for a quite a long time. Just a question that how, what to join, what to join to make a downtrending trend line, downtrending trend line. This is a question. What to join? What to join means highs or lows. Which one to join, high or low? Just put your answers in the comment box. I will see who knows what. Okay. Let's see who has got the curiosity. Come on. So what to join? Like we join multiple things, multiple connecting points, which we call confirmation. We have drawn this in the first I would say the first live stream itself. What to join, highs or lows to make a downtrending line. Forgot everything. No worries. I'll just remind you of this. Okay. So we join the highs in a downtrend. Okay. So high, it must be down here. This line is wrong. So please ignore this. Okay. So it must be like this and down here. So the head is formed after the shoulder is formed, and the trend line, this lower channel is intact. The trend line is also intact. First, what happens is this trend line is broken. Okay. This trend line is broken and the price action moves up. It moves to the point of the previous high. Okay, previous high is this point, which these 2 points give us the neckline, right? These 2 points are very important. B and C are very important, and it gives us the neckline. Okay, neckline. And next, what happens is the price hits the again the resistance. Okay, and then it falls again on this trend line. You remember this was the trend line. It touches this and it goes back up after a huge buying pressure comes on the right shoulder. A huge buying pressure comes in and it pushes the price action up. Okay, and then there might be a small pullback, So that you have to count in for this contingency. Sometimes what happens is the price moves directly up, and sometimes it pulls back also. So that is why I told you to put a protective stop here. Okay, sometimes it might go all the way down also. We don't know. So what do? We plan for every contingency. Okay, as a trader, it's your duty to plan for every contingency. You have to have a plan. Okay, so you put a stop loss here, and then the price target again will be the difference between the head to the neckline. So this is the process. Same as the head and shoulder, but this particular thing is a bit tricky thing. Okay, sometimes what happens is a rounded thing is formed, and that is called a rounded bottom. That is another pattern. So it is hard to recognize because there are a lot of lines to make, but it is very fruitful once you understand it and once you apply it. And if you basically recognize this at the right time and you trade at this position at D, you take a long position, keep your stop here, and whatever, say for example, the distance between the head and the neckline was 200 pips. So you keep your price target also 200 or 190 pips according to your particular uh, idea. And if it is 200 pips, you can keep at least 50 pips of stop loss here or 40 pips of stop loss according to your risk to reward ratio, right? Whatever you want. The next one is, okay, let's see if somebody has answered my question or not. Okay, nobody. That is okay, no worries. I have answered my question, no worries. So the next one is the double bottom. Double bottom is very simple and it's quite amazing, and it makes you good money. So everybody loves double bottom, double top. Everybody loves it. It is simple and it is easier to understand. Okay, it is very easy to understand and it is simple, and it gives you quite the amount of satisfaction that you want, that you are looking for. What happens is double bottom is there is a downtrend. It is again a bullish reversal. That means there would be a downtrend, and then two bottoms are formed which are almost equal. Okay, this one is not exactly equal. It has to be equal, or it has to be somewhat equal, right? So depending upon the asset class, there can be like 2 3 4 pips difference, uh, talking about this particular currencies, and there might be like maximum to maximum $1 difference in gold, considering the price of the gold is like 1700 in the 1700 1800 ranges. So accordingly, you have to plan. This should be equal. This bottom should be equal. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Although it may work, okay, it may work, but you want this. As an analyst, I have to tell you that I would look for these bottoms to be equal. These doesn't seem equal, but let's just consider it. So these two bottoms are formed. What does it mean? These bottoms? I will show you on the directly on the chart. I've got this double bottom. Wala. Don't worry. Let's just see double bottom. Okay, gold double bottom. Okay, so this is GBP, this is gold. Yes, this is the double bottom. Okay, I will start it from here only. I'll delete this thing. So you see there was a proper downtrend. Okay, this is the proper downtrend that is happening. You can see this. This is gold. This is historical data, but just to give you an example, not every day that such American patterns are being formed on a daily basis. It doesn't help you in daily basis. That is why in the start itself I told you this is very much helpful for the positional traders, not for everyday intraday traders. But if intraday traders also know this, they will also be very efficient in their particular work, right? So let's just draw this bottom line. This is the bottom line where the price has taken support twice, two times. Okay, so the price has taken support two times, and this double bottom has been formed. There was a downtrend previously, so let's just use some tools. Okay, just use some tools, make it a bit easier to understand, isn't it? So let's say we have started all the way from here. We formed one bottom, then the price went up. Then again the price went all the way down. It took the support from the same particular level. It went up, went down, and it went. Then you don't know. Then you don't have to say anything about it. Okay. So we can just make use of this extra point that has been formed in here. So this is the process. Okay. How to identify this particular thing? You have to make two lines, horizontal lines. First one is the top that is being formed, and the double bottom that has been formed. This this resistance line will be what will be your neckline, right? Let's just say it is the neckline. Neckline basically means the line. Okay, it represents a strong support or resistance zone or resistance level. So this is the neckline, and this is the bottom line. Okay, that is the same thing, and just put in bottom line. Enter this here. Okay, now we have got everything. Now, if we can bar replay, we can see from this point. Okay, so let's start from this particular point. So if we see that this particular double bottom has been formed already, this double bottom has been formed already, and you are seeing an uptrend here, you know that this is the previous high. Okay, you have drawn these two lines because you see that the same bottom has been formed and it has taken a support here. This is a proper, textbook example of double bottom, textbook example in gold. In which year? 2021. Okay, the price was somewhere around 1740. Okay, which is quite high, currently trading at this range only. Okay, so what happens next is we can just see the price goes up, it forms a bearish day. Now look at this particular point, that these two are taking a resistance at this level only, right? There is no close above this particular point. This is quite a spectacle of technical analysis. This is quite the advantage of knowing technical analysis and to apply this in everyday trading. Okay, so we have got this, and we have got double resistance here, so we know that this thing is going to work. So what it did, it took a it took itself back a little bit, like it was 1755. It went all the way to 1724, like 25 30 rupees difference, $30 difference, and then it went all the way back. It closed and breached this neckline with a very strong bullish day, a very strong candle, this particular candle on 16th April. Then what happened? Look at this. It took back and it went all the way up till this point. It went all the way down also, and it took a support in this level only. So wonderful. This particular day, 29th April, right? What was the low? Look at this particular position. The low was 1756. The line is 1755.56. How precise is this? And then the price never saw a bearish day. It went all the way to the moon. Talking about the price target. Okay, this has to stop now. This has to stop. I'll just exit this particular point. We were here. So, talking about the price target, this is how it happened. Just use an arrow here to represent how much should be that price target. Okay, this is the difference almost. Let's copy paste. Okay, we got it. Look at this point and just match it up. Look at this. Can you get your price target? You can get your price target, double the price target almost. Again, copy paste. Look at this. Double the price target, which is quite the spectacle if you would have bought in this particular range. This is the textbook example of double bottom, which can form mostly. This is a daily time frame. It can form on 4 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, according to your needs. You can suit yourself, but don't try this in very small time frames like 5 minute time frame or 1 minute time frame. It just doesn't make sense to me. You can try it because it's your basically discretion, but just avoid it. Okay, we are getting it on the daily time frame, so the difference would be 1755 to all the way this point, 1900, 17 and 1900, almost $200 difference. And that is the way American chart patterns can give you the fruits of your dreams, right? The profits of your dreams. So that is how we work. That is how we sail through this, right? Now, I suppose everybody's seeing my screen right now. I'll just get back to the presentation. Yes. So double bottom we have seen. We have seen the textbook definition of double bottom. Now you might be quite interested in knowing this. Okay. Double top. It is the same thing as a double bottom, just the exact opposite of it. Okay. Current slide. Exact opposite of double bottom is double top. Okay. Very simple to analyze and recognize, and very simple to take a trade in it. And the most exciting thing about double top right now is that it is forming currently in something. Okay, I will show you, I will take you directly to the charts. Don't worry about it. Okay. And those who are here paying attention, they might be reaping fruits of it. Okay. So let's just go to our charts, end this here for some time. Okay. It's really hot in India, to be honest. I'm sweating right now. Humid and hot. It's really okay. I suppose everybody can see my screen right now. I've again shared you my uh, terminal. So we have seen this particular thing, GBPUSD. Currently, it has formed a double top, I would say, and it has almost worked also. This is also on the daily time frame, double top. Look at this. This, I suppose, this particular zone I had made before I drew this particular double top. Like somewhere here we were, and it had breached this particular trend line. We're talking about Great British Pound versus the United States dollar. Hannah. So we have got this double top. Okay. This is a small double top, but we have got what we needed. We have got an upper level. Let's just clear things up so that you can see well. Remove this. Just keep it here. So what do we need? We need two horizontal levels which can work with us. Right. So this one is the first level. That is the upper line. Okay. For neckline, we want to take the lowest of the whole process. That is this particular level. Okay. The low was somewhere around 1.2, right? And the top was 1.229. So 200 pips difference. Accordingly, we can take a trade. 200 pips difference somewhere around this particular point. This point. Copy paste. Take it down here from here. If you would have shorted after it broke the line, we have got our target as well. We have achieved our target, and nowhere was our stop loss hit if you have taken this position. So let's just, not this one, take a short position. This is the breakout candle. Even if you take your target, even if you take your position in this particular candle, no worries about it. You have achieved immense amount of profit, and this is the recent, very recent price action, so you don't worry. It is still going down. This somewhat resembles an inverted hammer, but let's see how the day ends. Okay, everything is about the closing price. Where it closes, that is the game. All game is about that. So we had achieved our price target. Never was our stop loss hit, and this is the textbook example of double top. Okay, double tops, twice the resistance was hit, and a strong selling pressure came here. That's why you see all the red candles here all the way down. Okay, so this is the game of American chart patterns. Isn't it wonderful? We're getting so much of profit, and this is the double top. Okay, the next thing, I suppose, the time is quite short, So I would take it somewhere in the next live stream. I will take it in the next live stream most probably. The two things that are left is the bullish pennant and the bearish pennant and the flag pattern. The flag pattern, the bullish flag and the bearish flag. Both of these are continuation pattern. Just to give you a short hint, let's just take its meaning and all. So I'll just get back to the presentation. Okay, double top. Yeah. So we saw the double top. We saw also where it is forming in the GBP USD. Okay. Now this one is the bullish flag. Flags are continuation pattern, which means if an uptrend is happening, the flag will be formed and it will continue in an uptrend. The market resumes this uptrend. This is called a flag. You can see that this is a flag pole. This particular movement is called a flagpole, and usually this is very steep, very strong, very powerful uptrend here. You will see all green candles in this particular uptrend. Okay, and then you will see a small consolidation which goes down. So sometimes what happens is one might think, okay, this will be going down or this is a reversal point. So many people short at this position. But what happens once the price goes up and hits this particular lower level of flag, there is a buying pressure, and when it breaches this flag, lot of short, those people who have shorted and their stop losses get hit, which further results into a stronger uptrend, right? So I've usually told you now that if the uptrend is very steep, then there is a problem, you have to be very cautious. But here it is exactly opposite, because the shorts stops are getting hit here in this region, right? Those who are shorted thinking that this was an opportunity of a reversal, this is exactly the opposite, right? And flag, I will show you, because one of the most important thing that is happening is a bearish flag. Okay, it is the same exact thing, but just the opposite. In a downtrend, there is a flag and then a downtrend. Okay, so I personally feel that this is a flag because I've seen it and I was waiting for it for a very long time. I was waiting and I wanted to see this for myself. I'll just stop sharing here and I will start with the chart itself. Done. So let's go to our beloved crypto king, BTC USD. Run it on bit sample. Advantage is better. Yeah, isn't it? Looking at a bullish, you're looking at a bearish flag now. This is a bearish flag. Okay, this is the flag pole. I will show you. This particular movement is very steep. Look at this. Look at this movement. Very steep, very strong, very powerful. Strong amount of selling pressure. Then this particular thing is being formed. Okay, this is the flag. It goes around in a channel. This is my personal idea that this is going to be a proper bearish flag, and then it went into a consolidation because of lower volatility over the last week, right? And then it breached, and then it has to go down because there is no option. And this I was waiting for a very long time. Actually, if you see a lot of things, so you see a lot of flags and a lot of consolidation, and after that a downtrend. You see it in Bitcoin for a very many times, right? Many times it has happened. You see here consolidation, downtrend. Again, we saw very good, very big flag actually. This is a very big flag. It is a very, it spans from June till now, and it has recently broken out. You can see this with a good bearish day. I was waiting for this opportunity only for a very long time because I knew somewhere this was a flag. Okay, it has now reacted to this particular movement, but as I said, the price may pull back, but it has to go down somewhere. The price target again, actually it shows the price target to be 9,000, but you go accordingly because I don't suppose 9,000 is the level that we are striving for right now. So likable levels are, I will tell you. Hmm, yeah. So the likable levels, according to me, would be the first level was 19,600, which is reached. Okay. Next level would be somewhere around 18,000, 18,500 to 600. That is a zone. That's where you can cover your position. Okay. Already I've taken a position here, and it's given me a good opportunity and good amount of money. I've covered my position at 19,600 because it was the first target, and I knew it will be pulling back. So it is pulling back right now, and it will again come down. Don't worry about it, because this particular channel is breached with a very strong bearish candle. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see, and this is what I love. Okay, this is a confirmation. So let's see. Third level, I would say, is somewhere around 1600. So 1600, almost 800, 850, something like that. These three levels I had basically seen in the prior past history as well. If you see, these are the highs, lows somewhere around. So this is the particular position, resistance level, breakout. Then this was the consolidation range, and this was the support range. So that is why I believe that these three, according to the price action, not considering, the, what do we say, not considering any indicators as such, these three are the likable levels. According to me, it is upon your discretion. And this pullback will be somewhere around this particular level only of the upper channel. And it increases day by day. So for today, it would be somewhere around 21,163, 21. Tomorrow, it would be somewhere around 21,662, 21,200, then 21,300, somewhere like that. So it will hit this particular line, and then it might come back down. Okay. And this particular day is very important, 13th September. So I'm actually wanting to see a lot of things that is going to happen in Bitcoin. I had shorted covered in 19600, and I had posted my view on Market Insights. So you have to be a Telegram follower of Market Insights in order to get all the premium content and such trading signals if you want to stay ahead of the market, understand what the market is doing, right? And just fare through the market, even if it is a bearish market, even if it is a downtrending market, we can make, and we are more than capable to make profits. Okay. Okay. So this is the process all the way down till 9,000. But I don't see that, because of sheer utility of Bitcoin and because of sheer transaction value of Bitcoin, it won't go so down, right? It won't go so much down. But a lot of things are going to happen in the future. Like CBDCs are going to happen. CBDCs are central bank digital currencies. So if you would have heard of it, that multiple countries are basically looking forward to make their own Bitcoin, in very short words, right? So make their own Bitcoin, make their own digital decentralized transaction mechanism. Actually, it won't be decentralized, but that is what they are planning to do. And this is what I feel is a flag. This is personal opinion. Yeah, don't consider it as a trading opportunity or a call, right? This disclaimer is obviously everywhere. So 19600 levels, once one target is hit, I'm waiting for another pullback, another reversal from here somewhere, this particular line, and then would wind up back down. So to cover today's position, okay, we will just see what is going to happen in the next week. In this week, we have got some time on our hand. So today is a very good day because Euro. Okay, let's see Euro also. Okay, let's see Euro also, because Euro is, something is happening in Euro, I would say. Euro is trailing, I suppose, trading beyond. Okay, it has covered its position. That's what I thought. Yeah. So it went down in this particular range, and then it took a support and went up. So these two levels I thought of buying, but there won't be anything of significance, because that is just like 996 to 1. So 40 doesn't make sense. It is not profitable. But euro is in trouble because of sheer fundamental factors, that inflation is increasing at an unexpected rate, and the powerhouse, the Germany, which is the powerhouse of Europe, is suffering big losses, okay, because of energy crisis. This is what is happening in Europe. So today we will see the CPI, which is usually going to be very high. It will push the euro. It would push the euro up. That is why the market is already anticipating, and the buying pressure is already there. But we need to see what exactly comes out, what data comes out. So let's just refresh it once. Okay, so it has come out. It is exactly as expected. Okay, it won't make sense much though, uh, and that is why there is a bullish day after a consolidation. After a downtrend and consolidation, it is a bullish day today. I won't consider it to be very significant. What's significant is this particular thing, like Jolt's job openings. Okay, this is what multiple people are going to see, and we are also having an NFP data live stream on 2nd of September in the coming week, in which we will discuss about the NFP data, the inflation scenario of the global markets, and we will do a lot of technical analysis on the live chart. And we will, I will be delighted to see my colleagues Jaden and Angel, who will be joining me on this particular NFP data seminar webinar, and we will be seeing this particular day how this particular thing can change a lot of things, right? And NFP data will be coming, that is non-farm employment change, which is somewhat related to Jolts only. Okay, so Jolts is going to have a good amount of impact on the market. So keep your eyes and ears open. Look at this data. If it is more, it is usually going to come less. Okay, it is going to be, it is expected to be lower, or somewhere in this range only, right? Why? Because the rates are increasing at a very fast rate, and that is why people are not, the firms are not going to invest in employment, right? They're not going to pay people, and they're not going to increase the employment. Another important thing is CB, consumer confidence. It basically reflects the retail data, okay, retail confidence of consumers to spend money. So these two data is coming on 7:30 today, tonight. So keep an eye out, and I would say our time is over. Just give me a moment. Yeah. So this was our live stream today. We tried to discuss a lot of things, because 1 hour is a very short time frame to cover a lot of things. But I suppose everybody who has joined has got something of value today, and I would surely, uh, you know, tell you that September, just mark in your diaries or wherever your calendars, right? And join us on 2nd September, and a lot of things are going to happen in the future as well. So make sure you follow us on Market Insights, and see you. Okay. Happy trading.